Orion Township Parks and Rec celebrated the arrival of fall by launching a brand new event at Camp Agawam, and the community came out in droves. The Walking Dead could be found roaming the streets of downtown Lake Orion as the Halloween season officially got underway. The Orion Township Public Library invited readers of all ages to meet their favorite authors face to face. And the Lake Orion Dragons started off their season going undefeated against 4 tough opponents. Could they keep the streak alive against West Bloomfield? ONTV's Joe Johnson will have the highlights. Hello everyone, I'm Stacy Calloway. I'll have those stories and more on this edition of ONTV News. Throughout the year, Orion Township Parks and Recreation invites the community to come out to family-friendly events. In June, the Summer Sizzle at the Orion Center is enormously popular, so the staff decided to try something new for fall. On Saturday, September 28th, the community was invited to come out to Camp Agawam for the first ever Fall Festival of Family Fun. Oakland County provided a bounce house, and there were arts and crafts for the little ones. The Lions Club sold hot dogs and corn on the cob, and a petting zoo made a lot of children smile. A tractor took visitors on a hayride through the former Boy Scout camp that the township purchased in 2014.
Camp Agawam is one of our hidden gems of Orion Township, so we want people to know that it's here and get out and see what Camp Agawam is all about. We have the brand new playground, we have the beach, we have lodges you can rent, tent sites, so getting people out here is definitely our big goal.
In addition to all the fun activities, children also took full advantage of the Kaboom Playground, which was built just last year to celebrate the camp's 100th anniversary. So how much did visitors have to pay to enjoy the Fall Festival of Family Fun? Absolutely nothing.
It was actually free. Everything here is free. We have, besides the concession stand, they're selling hot dogs, but only for $1. But everything else is free. That's one of our main goals, is to provide free fun for all the families in Orion.
How is that even possible? How do you raise funds to make this happen?
Luckily, we have passed a millage, and with the millage, we are able to do free events for our public, along with improving all of our parks and facilities as well.
Based on the tremendous turnout, it looks like the Fall Festival will become an annual event. Next up on the calendar is the township's popular Boo Bash, scheduled to take place on Friday, October 18th at the Orion Center. There are 2 time slots you can sign up for, 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. You can call 248-391-0304 extension 3500 for more information, or visit orionparks.com. Everywhere you go, you see decorations that remind you Halloween is just around the corner. But here in Lake Orion, the Halloween season doesn't officially begin until you see the Walking Dead roaming the streets of downtown Lake Orion. On the evening of Saturday, September 21st, approximately 50 people gathered at Ed's Broadway Gift and Costume in downtown Lake Orion for the start of the 6th annual Zombie Walk. 2 face painters were on hand to apply zombie makeup to those who needed it. Then the March of the Undead started at 8 p.m. Throughout the course of the evening, walkers traveled to Fork and Pint, Lockhart's Barbecue, Valentino's, and closed out the night at the American Legion. The event acts as a fundraiser for the Orion Area Parade Group, which organizes Lake Orion's annual lighted Christmas parade.
It started off as like a birthday party, and my wife started really promoting it and doing a lot of different things, and we just kept on adding to it and asking more and more people, and it's just a lot of fun.
Those who took part also had the option of getting in on a poker run with a chance to win half the pot at the end of the night.
We turned it into a poker run also, so that, and if you want to be in the poker run, it costs a little bit more, and then half of that goes to the Orion Area Parade Group also. So at each stop that they go to, if they're part of that, that's optional, then they get a card that they hang on to, and then when we get to the last stop at the American Legion, then we open up the cards to see who won.
Again, the money raised during the Zombie Walk is donated to the Orion Area Parade Group, who are busy planning this year's lighted Christmas parade. The parade is scheduled to take place on Saturday, December 7th at 6 p.m. Be sure to mark your calendar. One way the Orion Township Public Library continues to nurture the community's love of reading is to bring them face-to-face with those who create their favorite books. On Saturday, September 28th, the library hosted its Author and Illustrator Fair. 20 writers and artists from throughout the Metro Detroit area were on hand to meet with readers in the library's meeting room. Approximately 50 applications were submitted to the library, whose staff had to whittle down to 20.
So we want all kinds of diverse titles. We've got a lot of youth authors, we've got some illustrators, adult fiction, nonfiction. We're always looking for people with, popular books with publishers, but we have a lot of self-published authors too.
The event ran from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and readers of all ages were encouraged to attend.
We just love to get authors in touch with people that can buy and read their books. People love to be able to talk with the authors about, the process. We even have an author here that works with our weekly writing group that meets at the library. So anybody that loves to read or write or do artwork or anything like that, it's kind of a nice community feel to it.
The library has all kinds of fun events planned for the Halloween season, including a haunted house, stories around the campfire, and a story time and parade on Halloween. For more information, you can call 248-693-3000 or visit orionlibrary.org. Well, the Lake Orion Dragons varsity football team has been on fire lately, winning their first 4 games of the season. After defeating Lapeer, Southfield A&T, and Rochester Adams, the team traveled into Oxford to battle their crosstown rivals for the 00 trophy. The Dragons came away with a lopsided win, shutting out the Wildcats to keep their streak alive. Next up on the schedule was the West Bloomfield Lakers, who came to Lake Orion for a game that can only be described as a wild one. ONTV's Joe Johnson has all the highlights.
On Friday, September 27th, the 4-0 Dragons hosted the 3-1 West Bloomfield Lakers at Dragon Stadium in a battle for first place in the OAA Red. On the Dragons' first drive of the game, they moved the ball down the field. On second down, on their own 32, Blaze Lauer is under center. He takes the snap and pitches it to Mitch Howell, who stops, throws, and hits Sam Sterich, who stumbles and falls on the Laker 37-yard line for a big first down. On 3rd and 8, Lauer is in shotgun. He evades pressure and hits number 20, Mitch DeBrinket, for another first down on the Lakers' 20. On 2nd and 10, Lauer is in shotgun. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and hits Mitch Howell in the end zone. The Ross PAT was good, and the Dragons are on top early, 7-0. On the Lakers' first drive, West Bloomfield has a 1st and 10 on their own 39 when quarterback C.J. Harris hands off to number 6, Donovan Edwards, who streaks down the sideline, outrunning defenders all the way into the end zone for a 61-yard score. The PAT was good, and the Lakers tie things up at 7 with 8:12 left in the first. Later in the first, following a West Bloomfield punt, the ball is downed on the Lake Orion 18. On 1st and 10, Lauer's in shotgun. He hands the ball off to Kobe Manzo, who sees nothing but open field ahead of him. 82 yards and no flags. The point after was good. Lake Orion 14, West Bloomfield 7. A Ross field goal in the second quarter made the score 17-7 at the half. Let's go to the third. The Lakers have a 1st and 10 on their own 31 when Harris mishandles the snap. He picks it up, bursts through a gap, and takes off. He's taken down on the 25 by Sinai Palo. On the next play, number 46, Anthony May, takes the ball down to the 5-yard line. 2 plays later, with West Bloomfield threatening to score, officials see lightning off in the distance. The players leave the field, and fans are encouraged to take shelter. After a delay, it's announced that the game is postponed until 7 p.m. the next day. The weather was much better on Saturday night as the action picked up right where we left off, with the ball spotted on the Dragons' 5-yard line. On 3rd down, Harris struggles with a low snap, and he is tackled for a loss. On 4th down, the Lakers settle for a field goal, which makes the score 17-10, with Lake Orion on top. On the ensuing drive, Lake Orion is moving the ball. On 3rd and 19, on the Dragons' 44, Lauer's in shotgun. He finds an open Drew Van Heck, who is tackled inside the Lakers' 20 for a Lake Orion first down. A few plays later, facing a 4th and goal on the 1, Lauer is under center. He takes the snap and plunges into the end zone to give Lake Orion a 2-touchdown lead in the third. Let's go to the fourth quarter with the Dragons driving. It's 2nd down on the Lakers' 29. Lauer's in shotgun. He fakes the handoff, keeps it. He loses the handle. Number 39, Mike Williams, somehow comes up with it and takes off. No whistle. He goes 71 yards into the end zone to cut the lead to 7. Lake Orion 24, West Bloomfield 17, with just over 9 minutes left to go in the game. On the next drive, Lake Orion has the ball on the Lakers' 4-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Lauer pitches the ball to Drew Van Heck, who turns the corner and crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Lake Orion. The Ross PAT was good, and the Dragons reclaim a 2-touchdown lead, 31-17, with just 3:39 left in the game. On the next drive, the Lakers move the ball all the way to the Dragons' 1-yard line. Running back Donovan Edwards takes the snap and finds the end zone to close the gap to 7 points, 31-24, with 1:47 left on the clock. Lake Orion's next drive resulted in a turnover on downs. West Bloomfield takes possession on their own 38-yard line, down by 7 with just 1:19 left in the game. On 1st down, Harris is sacked for a loss. On 2nd and long, Harris is in shotgun. He completes it to number 3, Ethan Bunch at the 50, just short of a 1st down. 45 seconds left. On 3rd down, Harris finds Bunch again for a 1st down on the Lake Orion 44-yard line. 30 seconds left. On 2nd down, Harris hits Donovan Edwards at the 22. He goes out of bounds to stop the clock. On 1st down, Harris finds Ethan Bunch, who goes in for the score with just 12.2 seconds left on the clock. The PAT was good, and the score is tied at 31. We're headed for overtime. Unbelievable. Lake Orion gets the ball in overtime. The ball is placed on the 10-yard line, and the Dragons have 4 downs to score. On 3rd down, Blaze Lauer dodges pressure and finds Mitch Howell in the back of the end zone for the score. The PAT was good, and the Dragons are back on top, 38-31. Now it's the Lakers' turn. The ball is placed at the 10. The Lakers are stopped 3 times. But on 4th and 8, Harris fields a low snap and hits Ethan Bunch in the end zone. The PAT was good, and things are tied 38-38. We head into a second overtime. West Bloomfield gets the ball first this time. On 3rd and 5, Harris finds Bunch again to regain the lead. The PAT was good, and the score is 45-38. Lake Orion gets a chance to tie things up. On 2nd and 9, Lauer hits Drew Van Heck in the end zone. The PAT evens the score at 45-45. Bring on the 3rd overtime. Lake Orion has the ball at the 10. On 1st down, Lauer fakes the handoff and goes up the middle. He finds the end zone, and Lake Orion is back on top, 52-45. West Bloomfield gets the ball at the 10. On 1st down, Harris hits a wide-open Anthony May in the end zone to tie things up. In all my years of covering high school football, I've never seen anything like this, folks. We're now in the 4th overtime. West Bloomfield has the ball. Harris is in shotgun. On 2nd down and 16, Harris finds Donovan Edwards to take the lead, 59-52. This is nuts. Lake Orion has the ball, hoping to tie it up again. They're unsuccessful for 3 downs. Facing a 4th and goal at the 1, Lauer takes the snap and pitches it to Drew Van Heck, who is stopped at the 6. Game over. West Bloomfield gets the win in one of the wildest, craziest games I've ever seen. It's a heartbreaking loss for the Dragons, and even though both teams are 4-1, the Lakers take first place in the OAA Red due to a 3-0 division record. Next up, the Dragons travel to Bloomfield Hills on October 4th to take on the winless Blackhawks. From Dragon Stadium, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV Sports.
Wow, what a wild finish. Thanks, Joe. And with that, we'll wrap up this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the hardworking ONTV News team, I'm Stacy Calloway. Thanks for watching.